Hello, my name is Mark Reisetter, and I'm a longtime member of Minnesota Trout Unlimited. I came to Lewiston in southeastern Minnesota 57 years ago, taking a teaching job right out of college. After my first year of teaching, I was drafted into the Army and sent to Vietnam in 1970 as an infantryman with the 101st Airborne Division. 2 years later, I returned to my teaching position, and soon the 50 trout streams within a 20-mile radius of my back door became my psychiatrist. I didn't get married until I was 32 years old. Before my wife and I began our family, raising 3 children, we installed a water distiller in our home to provide our drinking and cooking water. And it's a good thing we did, as evidenced by an article which appeared in the Minneapolis Tribune on February 2nd, 2011, with the dateline of Lewiston, Minnesota, titled "Poison on Tap." The article referenced the condition of Lewiston city water. Spring creeks like we have in our area are underappreciated. Even though we have over 700 miles of trout streams in our corner of the state, globally and nationally, spring creeks are rare. How rare? Only 3% of the Earth's water is fresh, not salt water. We used to say of that 3%, only 1% of the Earth's fresh water isn't frozen in the poles. 1% of that 1% is in a river or stream, not in lakes. And 1% of that 1% of 1% is in a spring-fed creek. That's how rare and precious our trout streams are, and they deserve protection. On July 23, 2022, I helped report a massive fish kill on Rush Creek, one of my favorite trout streams just 3 miles south of town. The massive die-off was the third one within a 7-year period, all within 13 miles of my home. And it wasn't just the number of fish, but the size. A landowner friend of mine along that stretch of Rush Creek almost became sick when he found and photographed a dead 27-inch brown trout, the fish of a lifetime. It could take a decade for that part of Rush Creek to produce a fish of that size again. Rush Creek winds through large corn and soybean fields, and the fish kill was clearly linked to a combination of manure runoff and aerial fungicide spraying preceding a large rainfall event. Former Governor Mark Dayton said, and I quote, "In the land of 10,000 lakes, clean water should be a right, not a privilege. But the reality is that the quality of our lakes, rivers, streams, and groundwater is threatened from many sources all across our state. We are at a crucial moment. We can continue to let water quality become worse, or we can work together to reverse the damage that has been done and prevent future water degradation," unquote. I have volunteered with Minnesota Trout Unlimited beginning in the 1970s because I embrace the mission to conserve, protect, restore, and sustain Minnesota's coldwater fisheries and watersheds. I have also volunteered for over 40 years with Lewiston's Fools 5 Road Race Committee, which has raised and donated close to $3 million for cancer research, because the incidence of cancer in our area seems more prevalent than in many places. As I age, I am lucky to still be able to enjoy time outside on our local trout streams, and I have learned how precious good health is. Clean water is important today and will become more crucial with each passing year. It is important to me that Minnesota Trout Unlimited participates in this lawsuit. We all need to do what we can to protect our water.